All right, so I promised y'all a video of the truck. It's late, and by the time I get off work, it's nighttime. So too bad can't give you a daytime video like I would like to, but these bright LED lights, I think, light a truck up more than the daytime does. Anyways, so this is the truck. We're gonna start on this side. As you can see, clean body, clean paint all the way around. We have the light gold with the dark gold painted wheels. We got super clean front end with very nice headlights on it. Good paint even on the hood. Man, that I don't think this camera does it justice, but this grill is just like in pristine condition. Like, if anybody knows the OBS old body styles, the grill, the front bumper, the whole front of this truck is literally pristine, immaculate. The headlights, what do y'all think? Have they been replaced or are they original? Because they shine a little too good to be from 1999, if you ask me. They've definitely been replaced. They almost look glass, they look so good, but yeah, they are plastic. All the lights work on it. We got a good set of wheels on the front and back, matching set of tires. I'll show you over here. What are we looking at? .265 70/16s. And we got good tread on them all the way around it. Tread is decent all the way around. You don't have to worry about going and getting yourself a set of tires or anything like that. Good tread. This is a 2500, so you get your heavy duty leaf springs, and you get a 8-lug axle, which I took the time to have painted. We got some dual exhausts that were also painted to match. Sounds good too, if you ask me. So dual exhaust, like I said, on both sides. And I like how they're pointed out behind the rear tires instead of coming straight out the back, because when you are hooked up to a trailer, you're not breathing exhaust fumes. Say you're gonna pull a boat, a small camper, you got yourself a small camper, you wanna take the family out camping, this is the rig to do it. Got a 2-inch ball already on this hitch, but the receiver can be changed. You already have a wired up plug for towing. Even the tag lights work, everything works. Suburban Chevy. I love these dual, like, hospitals, ambulance style doors, and it's got a really nice interior in here. As far as just looking inside, you don't see anything that looks nasty or gross anywhere in here. Let's see if I can zip this up with one hand. I don't think I can, so I'm gonna sit y'all down for a minute. This is the spare tire in here. You just twist it off, and it was painted to match the other tires. So if you get a flat, you're not gonna have one tire that's not painted and the others that is. We got a rubber mat in the back just to keep it clean. You do have your 3rd row seat. Come around from the side and show it to you. Another thing I'm going to show you is a good healthy roof rack. So if you want to kayaks, I don't know, whatever you're into, a little bird poop, but other than that, a lot of pollen, The paint is held up really nicely on the roof, and you do have your cross beams on the roof rack with your rubber protectors for anything that you want to throw up on the roof. So you have a good roof rack. You got good handles to come into the truck with. I'm gonna turn this radio down just so it's not on in the background. There you go. Show you the front while I'm in here. Got the little camo seat covers, camo seat belts, good little floor mats, clean carpet, clean dash, all the way around, just a clean truck. This was for the steering wheel. I personally wasn't a fan of it, so I threw it in there. If you want to, you can put it on. The dash is cracked up a little bit. I've seen worse, so we threw a dash pad on that. Door panels are all healthy and good shape. All the windows work. This is the only door that like creaks a little bit, but it opens and closes fine. The hinge just pops, and the rest of them all open quietly. Like I said, some good floor mats all the way across. This does have your old-fashioned TV for the back seat, and it has RCA cables to hook up, so I presume it still works. I haven't tested it. You have your rear climate control, AC, good clean middle seat, good clean door panels all the way around. You got a good clean third row seat. Nice floor mat for the third row seat too, and real spacious. And they don't make any of these camo seat covers to where they give you one for the third seat, so the third seat had to go without, but it's not in horrible shape. Neither is the front seats. The front seats are in pretty decent shape. Just wanted to do a little nice camo touch. And these do recline forward for entrance into the back seat. Oh, pretty nifty. You got a little baby ashtray. If that doesn't scream 90s, I don't know what does. I love the exhaust sound on it. Let you hear it a little closer. It's got just enough of that exhaust sound. Let's see if we can see the muffler. Clean body underneath. It's not a rusted truck, it's a Florida truck. Clean, solid frame. Okay, we don't like laying on gas station floors, so, but wanted to show you all the underneath. It is a Florida truck. And we're gonna pop this hood. Before we do, I'm gonna show you the mileage. Oh. There it is, 201,921. Just a little over a quarter tank of gas. This is the RCA cables that I was telling you about that go to the TV. So that is the plug for them. This is just a little odor thing. But there's that. It is missing sun visors on the front. I couldn't find them. I was looking for them and couldn't find them. But clean truck. This is the LT model. So you got a 99 Suburban LT. Let's see here. Production month 8. of 98, which makes it a 99. And there's your VIN number. If you want to pause and screenshot that, I'll include a picture of it, but there's your VIN number. Here it has another decal. So there's that one. And like I said, this is the big boy, so it can tow whatever you hook up back there. Boat, jet skis, a trailer with some ATV toys. I really like that under hood light. You know, you close it, it shuts off. You open it, it turns on. And you got a nice clean hood with a brand new battery. 5 of 24, just purchased. You got a good radiator. You got a new mass airflow sensor. Redid all the spark plug wires and everything. New coolant tank also. You don't have an old dirty one anymore. That's a nice clean coolant tank. Look how clean that air conditioning bracket is. Water pump been replaced. You have a brand new power steering pump with all new hoses and no leaks. The spark plug wires properly zipped up to where they're not touching each other in any way. You got all new power steering hoses. Pressure line going to the hydro boost pump, everything was replaced. The oil pressure sensor on the back of the motor was leaking oil, that was replaced. You really don't have to worry about anything under the hood. Everything under the hood that was an issue was taken care of. And the issue is just buy it, drive it, own it now. Like, there's really nothing else. The previous owner was kind enough to document dates and miles on the fan shroud. I think that's kind of smart. Some people may not like it. You could always wash it off if you don't like it, but they were kind enough to let you know what was being done to it and at what miles. You got a good healthy hood, the way it opens and closes. And man, I just really love the way this grill just shines. Try to put a little more light on it. It's just, there's no pitting or chips or any kind of abuse on that grill. I almost want to say it was replaced, but it just looks like all the lines line up perfectly. Like, there's no way this thing was ever in an accident. We don't have any accidents reported. The hood opens and closes like perfection, flawlessly. All the lines line up perfectly. You still have your factory pinstripe all the way down it. So I don't think it's ever been repainted. And there are some minor, and I mean minor, scratches. Let's see if this phone will pick them up. Some minor scratches in the hood. And a little bit of fade right about there if the phone will focus enough to pick it up around there. So I know this was never in an accident and this was never painted, because if it was painted, you wouldn't see that. If it was in an accident of any sort and they got a new grill and a new hood and whatnot, no, this is original paint, never been hit, never been painted. Just really well taken care of. And the fact that it's a Florida vehicle with no rust and the clear coat and the paint have held up and it's all original paint, you know this was under good ownership. This was well taken care of. And I'm going to come around over here and show you from the side. Last little side shot there. Look at that thing, man. Factory tint on the rear windows, bone stock, no tint on the front windows. So if you bought this, literally all you would have to do is tint the front windows and decide if you want to do a strip across the front windows or not. That's entirely up to you. But They also sell the chrome trim for the wheels if you want to do like the chrome ring and the center hubcap for it. That's entirely up to you. And if you want to do that to dress up the wheels a little better, hey, knock yourself out and do that. I personally like it like this. It looks a little rougher and tougher. It's easier to change that spare tire if you ever needed to. Like I said, you have a matching spare that was painted to match. So you got your 2500 badge painted right there. Painted, I mean showing right there, really, really good and visible. So people know you're not, people that don't understand that when they see 8 lug nuts instead of 6, it's a 2500 with heavy duty suspension. Not everybody gets that, but everybody sees it real loud and proud right there. And look how long I've been recording in this video, just to show you guys proof. This truck doesn't overheat. This truck doesn't leak. I'm gonna just show you a little peeky. I don't really like laying on gas station floors too much. But there you go. Nice and clean. So there you have it. Nice, clean little Suburban. And good headlights all the way around it. Honestly, I'm gonna be a little bummed out about selling this one. You know, I'm a little bit in a bind, and if I could afford it, I'd keep it, honestly, because it's like one of those where you have to sell it, not want to sell it. But how often do you see these in this condition? Usually you see them and someone's ragged it out, someone's used and abused it, you know, and the body's all dinged up, the paint is horrible, the interior is shot, like it's just so much work to restore it. It almost just turns you away. I get it, but when you get one in this condition, it makes sense to say, hey, this doesn't need a whole lot more. Let me get this and just kind of dot the I's, cross the T's, finish it up, you know? The problem with this one, and the only real thing it needs is it needs some sun visors and it needs the air condition fixed. If you put a can of Freon in, it'll blow cold for a little bit, but it'll leak it out. So you know the compressor's working. It's not even an expensive AC job, but I didn't have the extra income to get that figured out. So that's the only thing I didn't do. And the sun visors, I looked for them. I went and got a pair out of a Chevy Silverado, but they didn't fit it. So it has to be out of a Suburban, I guess. But yeah, it's a clean truck. And I'm a mechanic and I don't like texting. I want to find who invented texting and just punch them in the face. But there's my phone number. If you're up for an old-fashioned phone call, 407-252-8506. I give every phone call priority. Look, you post these vehicles for sale, and you get a bunch of messages. You get a bunch of people that are hitting you up, and they all got their list of questions that they want you to answer for them, right? And they're all like, oh, tell me about this, tell me about that. And who the heck, you tell me, who the heck has the time to sit there and open 200 to 300 messages of people on Facebook asking you a bunch of questions and engage in the conversation and back and forth? And no, I honestly, I work for a living. I'm blue collar, I'm a mechanic, and I don't sit at a desk. And I can't text you all day while I sit at a desk. I need both hands free to turn a wrench and stay productive. And my income producing hours cannot be spent answering Facebook messages. So that's why I leave the phone number on the back in this form. If you're interested, call the number. I answer phone calls. If I can't answer your phone call right then and there, I will return the phone call as soon as I can. I don't just not return people's phone calls. I will get back to you. Like I said, how often do you come across one of these? let's go for a ride in this 1999 Suburban LT 2500. Okay. Give me a second to buckle up and follow the law, right? Okie dokie. We are buckled for safety, y'all. So, this is the cup holder system. You have one there and one there. That's how that works. This one seems to hold my shaker bottle better. And if you're not into that and you have a bigger cup, I guess you could just let it rest in there. And that will close back up. But I don't like it in here. I like it in there. And ladies, if you want a good place to put your purse, there you go. And you can put a nice little pad down there. And that'd be a nice little place to rock your purse in. Here's your cell phone chargers. Little ashtray, coin holder, whatever. I don't smoke, so that's a coin holder to me. And as you heard earlier, the radio works. It's missing a couple of the little buttons, but if you it works. Everything works on it. It's missing the little knobs. Why? I don't know. Alright, so the radio, I haven't put a cassette in it to see if it works, or a CD player, but it works. And right now it's cold, so I'm rocking the heat, and the heat works just fine with no issues. Yeah, that's pumping some good heat right there. So there you go. You get some good heat in the winter, and the AC will blow cold, I repeat. You just got to put a can or two in it and then wait for it to blow cold. And then this is your rear climate control from the front. And then you have your lighting there. And this button's not working, I guess. Collapsed in there. And then you have your climate control back here. And these lights seem to be out too. They need to maybe a new bulb. But let's take her for a ride. That's just the little minor ins and outs. Let's put this puppy in gear. And I'm gonna turn the heat down because I don't want to melt myself in here. There's your passenger window. They all work. Here goes your wipers, and yes, they squirt water. And I just put new wipers on it, so you don't have to worry about doing that either. I'll rock the window up because it's cold, like I said. And it just rides so smooth. I love the way it rides. Like, you just feel safe in this thing. Kind of like you're cruising in a big old tank and can't nobody hurt you, you know? And it rides smooth. It's not rattly. There's no shimmies or rattles or shakes or vibration of any kind. It's just smooth riding. And you give it gas and you hear those dual pipes back there. They sound good. And I'm just a fan of it. You know, it's just begging for someone to put a camper on the back of it. This 5.7 V8, this Vortec 5.7, the Chevy small block 350, whatever you want to call it. What a great engine, right? One cam in the block if you want to upgrade it to a towing cam. They got a lot of aftermarket cams for it. And it's just a solid little runner, because you can't go wrong. It's gonna pull the toys. It's gonna sound good. And if you don't got any toys or any trailer you need to pull, you ain't got a boat or a camper or any ATVs or anything like that, a Polaris, whatever. If you don't have anything like that yet, and you just need to get around for your big family, this is it. I mean, this is about the real SUV, like the big third row seat vehicle that actually still has trunk space. Because all the modern day third row seats, yeah, they're third row, but as soon as you add luggage in the back with the third row, you're out of room. There's no luggage that really fits back there. The steering wheel holds pretty center and straight like any old vehicle. It's got a little bit of play, but it's nothing that scares you. High beams work on it too. There's your high beams. Everything is working except the AC. Get your AC and get you some sun visors, and you're A-okay over here. If you want to nitpick it, get the knobs for the radio. I mean, good luck finding them on something this old. You'd have to get lucky and see another one at the junkyard that had the factory radio with all the little buttons for it. But it definitely works without them. And, you know, what you'd probably want to do is get one of them aftermarket radios from Amazon. And, man, that heater, even on low, is getting me a little hot. I'm going to crack a window just a little bit. But you can get one of those Amazon specials, little double dins or flip outs that fit right there in the center dash. And you can get one with the backup camera and all that good stuff in it, and Apple, Android, CarPlay, and all that jazz, and just be good to go. But I mean, the truck is just smooth. I don't have any paperwork to prove that this transmission's been replaced, so I'm not going to sit here and make any promises, but 200,000 miles on a 99 is not a lot to begin with, right? I know cars in the 2000s, well into the 2000 years, with 200,000 miles on them. So this thing was not really ran ragged as far as miles. I see a lot of these Suburbans, 250 to 300,000 miles. This one should be around that range, but it's in the lower end with only 200. And for the year, that is actually low miles. Now this is a neighborhood, but there ain't no traffic at this time of night, so I'm gonna get it going just a little bit, just to show you that it'll do like 60, 70 will do highway speeds. There's your 75 right there you'd be doing down the highway with no problems whatsoever. No problems. And it'll just it'll just get it on the highway, 70, 80. I really don't go faster than that. If you do, good for you. You know, this isn't a sports car by any measure, but it's definitely no slouch. That 5.7 gets it. Lights bright enough, sir? Jeez Louise. Yeah, sweet little runner. Like I said, sweet little runner. And I'm gonna start heading back to the fort. I'm gonna do one last loop around the neighborhood and then go back to the fort, just because I put gas in it so it'd have some gas for a test drive. I don't want to use it all on the video. And besides that, I don't want to make the video too long, but I'll tell you also, the secret to a good test drive is drive a car long. The longer you drive it, the better off you are. Because once it heats up, if that transmission starts slipping weird and acting weird, that's when you're gonna know it on a long test drive, not on a short one. But this transmission, as I was saying, I believe this transmission was replaced. And like I said, I got no proof, I got no paperwork, but it shifts too good to not have been replaced. It just shifts too good. Like you don't even feel it shifting. It's not shifting hard, it's not clunking, it's not bucking, it's not slipping. It's just smooth like butter. And 200,000 miles, you would think, right? At some point, that transmission had to be replaced. If not, it's been extremely well serviced and cared for at the very least. So, you know, good luck finding another one that's not beat up with a bad transmission. Good luck finding another one that's, you know, actually been driven respectfully and not all beat up on the body and on the interior. You're not going to find anything of this year in perfect condition. Everything you find of this year is going to have wear and tear. It's going to show its age in one way or another. But at least you know that it's not a shit box, excuse my French. But most of these, that's exactly what they are. They're shit box. And you get in them and you're just like, this is too much work. It's too much work overload, because there's just no way I got the time or the money to do everything to make the thing reliable. And if you could find one that's reliable and looks good and is a Florida truck and has never been in an accident, it's like, good luck. You know, I've had a lot of up north people hit me up for older Florida vehicles like this, even the newer ones, but especially the older ones, because I want something affordable that can haul or a lot of people or a lot of weight, whatever the reason for hauling a 2500 is. But they want something that's not a complete project. I would call this a running project. I would call this a running project. Is it a perfect vehicle? No. It's gonna need, and like I said, anything with age, but it's a reliable running project. Buy it. I don't care how far you live from me, 2-3 hours away, whatever. I'd drive it back home, no problem. When I bought it, I drove it 3 hours home. That's how far it was from me when I bought it, and it didn't leave me anywhere, and I hadn't done any of the work that I did to it. It was in much worse condition, and I bought it and drove it 3 hours home with no problem. So I know for sure, and when I say for sure, I mean for sure that you can drive this thing home. Don't worry about a truck or a trailer. Heck, you don't even need to have someone follow you over here. The tag office is right down the street from where I live, and you can go down to the tag office with me, get it registered up, right? And then we can just put your tag on it, and you can just drive it. You can just drive it straight home from there. Leave the lights on so you can hear it. I mean, see it, because it is dark out here. Got my neighbor out here. But I'm gonna shine a light on it. We're not at the gas station, but I got a pretty bright light. Hold on. And there she sits. She's gonna be sitting right here on the corner, waiting for someone to come snag her up. Like I said, if you're interested, don't be shy. Use the number on there and give me a ring, because it ain't gonna be around for too long, I'll tell you that. It ain't gonna be around for too long. There's the phone number, 407-252-8506. Clean little running Suburban. And I'm gonna kill the lights. Bring that drink with me, right? I live in a good neighborhood, so I don't need to lock it. I leave it unlocked in case people want to come see it. Let them walk right up to it, open the doors, look inside without having to fuss or nag at me to let them in. Clean front grille, man. And right now you can see the pollen on it, because this is that time of year, right? It washes up real nice. It's just, you wash it today and tomorrow it's dirty. I washed it like 2 days ago and it's already dirty again. So there you go. 1999 clean Suburban. And let me know. Shoot me your best offer. Give me a call. We'll be in touch. And I do appreciate everyone that made it to the end of the video. I know it's a long video, but look, it's like you went on a long test drive with me here, and you know what you're getting before you come get it. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Have a good one.